everybody, Mac here. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to December. Welcome to December 1st. Welcome to what you probably all know is my favorite time of the year. I apologize that there wasn't more build up to it this year like there usually is. But if you saw my last video, I've been sick. I actually hit 102-degree fever. That wasn't cool, but I'm back now, and what we have today is day one of our LEGO Advent Calendar opening. And as I mentioned in the previous video, this year I'm going with the Friends Advent Calendar. I don't know if you remember, but last year, if you were with us last year I had mentioned I was thinking of going with the Friends calendar because I liked the bright colors. I liked some of the sets, some of the little mini sets that came with it. And this year has some really interesting things, to me anyway, in this, among them being all of these pets. I think that's really cool too. So I decided that this year I was going to give the Friends calendar a shot, even though I really don't have any Friends sets at all. Now with the City calendar last year, there were names for all of the minifigures that were in there. This year there's no names, there's just looks at the different pets. One of the dolls, I think that's what Friends calls them, not minifigures, but there's dolls. And it looks like there's more than one, but there's nothing named, so I don't mind that. It's just worth pointing out. Also, I've never had, like I said, a Friends set, so I don't know if these are going to be sized differently compared to the minifigures. I kind of hope they're not. Like, if this one's a little bit bigger, he's supposed to be a St. Bernard, that's cool. I'm fine with that. And one final thing before we get started, here's my obligatory shout out to my #1 fandom, my first fandom. Don't forget, this is December 1st. Godzilla -1 opens in theaters this weekend. It actually opens tonight. I'm actually kind of upset I'm not getting to see it tonight, but I really want to see that. Like, what better way to celebrate Christmas than with Godzilla? And I'll just also drop this, that Super 7's Godzilla -1 Ultimates went up for pre-order today too. It looks really cool. There's a lot of detail in that. And finally, please don't forget, we are in the final stretch. I think there's 8 days left of our Toys for Tots fundraiser. There is a link to the coffee page where I'm holding it down in the description below. There will also be a link to it in the pinned comment, and you get some exclusive content in the form of that. So, without further ado, let's cut this open and let's take a look at what the calendar is. I don't have a blade, I just have this letter opener. So hopefully it'll cut through the tape without mangling too much. So let's flip this open, and we get like a really cool park scene down here. Oh, it's like a little train track set. I like that. I like that. It's kind of like when you would go to the mall or you would go to those outdoor parks and they had like the little kiddie trains that you could ride and go around. This is actually a really nice layout. A lot of places to put the stuff that we're going to be getting. We know we have a train. We saw that up front, so I really dig this track. This is going to be cool. City in the background, sort of like, say it's Central Park. That's really neat. Door #1, our first door right here. Let's open this up. Let's take a look at what we've got. Oh, it looks like it's one that I was looking forward to right off the bat. We have a minifig, not a minifig, we have a Friends doll. So let's rip this open, I'll put it together, and I'll be right back. So this is one of the reasons I wanted to get this version of the calendar. This was one that I was very interested in getting, that we have a bit of a special needs doll going on here. And I was curious to see if it was just going to be an arm with an open peg hole. But this is actually like a newly sculpted arm with the blunt sleeve, kind of like if the sleeve was pinned up. So I was really interested in that. I think this is pretty well done. I think this is actually like a beautiful paint apps for the face with those big green eyes and the smile. And the holiday sweater, we even have some pockets here back on the jeans. This is like the first Friends figure I've had. So this is pretty cool. I'm really digging this. I think this is really great, especially with this hair piece right here. And I'm curious to see how interchangeable because it's bigger than a minifigure, but it's not nearly as big as I thought it was going to be. So I'm actually curious as to how interchangeable some of these pieces are with the minifigures. I'll grab some. I haven't set up the Winter Village underneath the tree yet, but once I do that, I'll grab some minifigures and I'll see what we can do for like part swapping. Because you can take off this hairpiece, and we actually have other accessories for her. That first of all, we have her helmet that we can put on her in lieu of her hairpiece. And we also have a snowboard for her, which is really cool. And I think this is the same snowboard piece that we have gotten with minifigs, like for the ski lodge and things like that. And you can either stand her on it, or she can hold it. I think it's still bigger than most snowboards for her, because you know it's huge in the hands of the minifigures. But we also come with, or she also comes with this piece, which I believe is just supposed to be a snowball that we can put in her hand, clip on, like so. So for the first pack, we actually get a lot of accessories with our first figure, and we get a lot of displaying options with our first figure, with our first doll right here. So I think that's really cool. I really appreciate that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that off. We'll just put the snowboard in her hand. And for now, since she's our first one, we'll just put her right here in the park. There's a little stump right there that we'll put her helmet on, like she just rested it there. And we have a snowball that will mount up right there. So there is our first little treasure for the first day of our LEGO Friends Advent Calendar opening. I'm really digging this. I'm really excited about this. I really like the colors. I really like the detail on this. This is really cool. Depending how this goes, I may actually start getting some of the LEGO Friends sets, because I do really like the paint detail and the paint apps on that. One other thing that I forgot to mention is the living room is set up a little differently this year, so there's no light source coming in from this side. So if this is too dark, let me know and I'll see what I can do about getting some more light set up over here. But I'm hoping that the light off the phone, because this is my phone that we're using down here, is enough to light this up. So that is the first door that we opened. That is the first thing we had to take a look at. I'm really excited. Thank you for being here. This is going to be, I just feel like this is going to be a really good Christmas. This is going to be a really good holiday season. And I hope you take this journey with me all through the month, like we do every year. And just remember, Toys for Tots fundraiser, check out the link below, something that is very near and dear to my heart. And until tomorrow, friends, play well, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.